My charge.
Because you're charged with trespassing. Is that the only
How
reason
am
you
I
leave?
trespassing if I was never asked to leave by
Okay, this
them?
is what court is for.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm asking
All right, that's
you
what
a
court's for.
question.
All right. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
How many of these videos have you seen where the police officer or the supervisor will say to the man in handcuffs, "We'll figure this out in court," and the man in the handcuffs says, "Oh yeah, we'll figure this out in court." The officer will walk away and smirk and chuckle because he knows something that that man in handcuffs doesn't. And that is, the cops know that they're all in on it together. Judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, cops, they're all against you. They will find loopholes and ways to deny you your due process. This video begins with Officer Mueller from the Paducah, Kentucky Police Department traveling to a call. This call involves a bank complaining about Central Tire Investigations, an auditor. Central Tire Investigations has been filming in public. The bank, their customers, their employees. Central Tire Investigations knows where the property line is and never once breached it. But, as you are going to witness, that is not going to matter at all to any of these officers.
A physical description of him.
He has a hood. He has on Under Armour sweatpants. They are heather gray. He has on black tennis shoes. A darker gray hoodie. He has red mirrored sunglasses on. The sunglasses rims, I think, are black, but the lenses are red.
Okay, so he's wearing gray sweatpants, a gray hoodie, black shoes, and red sunglasses.
Yes.
Where's he at currently?
He's very large. He's behind our building.
Is he black, white, Hispanic?
He's black. I said probably 350 pounds.
And where exactly did you say he is at this moment?
He is behind our building, back where our dumpster is, maybe 3 parking spaces over from my vehicle under a tree.
He's under the tree?
Yes.
Did you see any weapons on him by chance?
No.
Okay, I'm going to get officers on the way to you as soon as I can. If he does anything else, call me back, okay?
I will.
All right, thank you. Bye.
How's it going, man? How are you today? We had someone call on you from the bank here. So they said you were like coming in and out of the store, saying you're acting weird.
I got a video. I can't really talk right now.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you have an ID on you by
what?
chance? Do you have your ID on you by
Yeah,
chance?
I can't. I'm in the middle of my job right now. I can't really do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. If you give me like an hour or so and then you come back or something, then
Okay.
I'll be happy to talk to you with
Well,
it.
this is private property. I think they're wanting you to leave.
Where?
So, what's that?
Where?
You're on private property right now, so I think they're wanting you to leave.
Oh, I gotta finish my job.
What's your job?
I just gotta document real quick.
Okay, what do you
Yeah, if you come
document?
back like in an hour, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's private property, and they're wanting you to step off. And the bank and but Verizon, I'm not sure about them.
Yeah, no. I just gotta finish. Can I finish this real quick?
Okay. Real quick, what's your name? What's your name, man?
I can't really get that. My boss told me not to give.
Your boss
any,
told you not to?
not to any
Okay.
information or anything like that.
Who you working for?
My boy KCA.
KCA?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of work are y'all doing?
We just documenting stuff. I gotta keep doing it. But
Okay, I got you.
don't go in here and ask them if they want me to leave.
Why's that? Why's that?
I gotta go in here. I gotta make an exchange.
Okay.
This is the exact moment that Officer Mueller knew that he was going to arrest Central Tire Investigations for trespassing. You're going to see that it's obvious that this department places emphasis on achieving specific outcomes, such as arrest, maintaining public order, or as in this case, keeping Paducah residents safe from the black man who is not from here, over making sure procedures and laws are followed correctly. By continuing to the Verizon store, Officer Mueller will commit his first crime on his own body camera. He violates case law Kelly versus Myler, which states police officers may not retaliate against individuals engaged in protected activities by fabricating lies to make an unlawful arrest. His second crime occurs when he violates case law Wright versus Commonwealth. This is a Kentucky Supreme Court case that states officers can only enforce trespass laws if the actual owner of the property wants to do so. I don't think the Verizon manager is the owner of the whole property. Do you?
That's out behind your property. Like, is he bothering y'all at all? Like
He's
got like a GoPro and he's filming the bank for some reason. I think he's got some mental issues, but bank called on him saying he was going in and out of the property, like filming their location. So
I mean, we'd probably prefer not to.
prefer not to. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything.
Yeah.
I saw you pull up over there. I was wondering because every now and then when somebody will bump one of our
Yeah,
panic alarms.
he's
I just kinda-
behind your building right now.
Okay. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do this.
Okay.
Did you notice that store manager never officially trespassed Central Tire Investigations? And I bet a lot of you are thinking, wow, Officer Mueller is so dumb, he doesn't even know how the trespassing laws work. Wrong. Officer Mueller understands perfectly how the trespassing laws work. CTI is not his first trespass arrest, but CTI is his first trespass arrest that knew how the trespass laws work. And Officer Mueller was not planning on that.
Hey man, both areas are wanting you to leave now, so it is.
Oh, I'm
time
on
to-
this side right here.
Yeah, I know, but they're wanting you to leave as well. So.
You only went in Verizon.
Huh?
You only went in Verizon.
They're wanting you to leave.
I'm not on Verizon property.
Okay, but if you want to play this, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
What are you doing?
Hey, listen.
Whoa, God, look at that.
Listen. If
Do you own this place here?
What's that? They're
Why are
wanting
you
to leave.
Why are you touching me, man? I'm allowed to record.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Stop.
Can you take your hands off of me?
Hey, dude. You're being trespassed.
And
If
you're
refusing
gonna
leave-
go viral.
If you're refusing to leave, then we're
You
gonna
did not
trespass.
go over here
Hey,
and
listen,
ask them. You know what? Watch this.
Okay.
You're gonna play those games. What's your name, by the way?
Officer Mueller.
Nice.
Hey, listen. If you don't want to
No,
leave,
dude, no.
so you are leaving? Perfect. Thank you.
I'm gonna be documenting from over here now.
Okay. Well, I'll ask the challengers
You're
today.
soliciting trespasses. You know that's illegal, right?
Do what now?
You can't go in and ask them if they want me to leave the property. It's illegal.
Why's that?
You're soliciting a trespass. You ever heard of that?
Okay. So,
So,
So are you gonna
yeah,
get
you're
permission
soliciting.
from
I'm literally
McAllister's?
walking you into a trap, and you just fell for it.
Is that
You
right?
went in Verizon and solicited a trespass.
okay. Okay. Well, they're wanting you to leave.
Who?
Verizon.
How do I know that you're not lying?
Okay. Well, are you refusing to leave?
I'm not on Verizon property.
Are you refusing to leave?
Let's look. We have AT&T, we have McAllister's, we have Cricket, we have this place right here. That's not Verizon's property. Yeah.
Okay. But it is time to get off the property. Okay?
Who? Who owns it?
Their property.
Who is they?
Huh?
Who is they?
Looks like Verizon.
Verizon doesn't own this whole thing, man.
Okay. Well, they're wanting you
Call
to
your
leave.
supervisor.
That's not going to happen.
You're not going to call your supervisor?
No, I don't have to right now.
Yeah, you do. I'm requesting a supervisor.
Yeah, no, you can request a supervisor later, but right now you need to get off the property.
I'm not on their property.
Okay, well, time to leave.
I think you're just bullshitting, man. You're bullshitting. You know Verizon doesn't own this whole thing.
Okay. But
So
they're
you're trying to
asking-
tell me to get off somebody else's property.
They're asking you to leave. Okay.
You said Verizon. Verizon's all the way down there.
Okay.
I'm not on Verizon property.
But it is time to go. Okay.
From where?
I don't know. Well, time to
You
go.
can't just tell people to leave.
Okay. Well, if the
You keep
private
saying
business-
okay.
Simple. Well, if a private business asks you to leave, like you were.
When did they ask me to leave?
Well, they're asking on behalf of me. Okay.
Verizon?
I am telling you on behalf of them. Okay.
You keep saying them and they and who. Verizon's all the way down there. I'm not on Verizon property.
Okay.
So what now?
So you are on private property right now.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
Because we're in a parking lot.
Verizon does not own this property.
Okay.
They have a business on this property, but you have to contact the guy who actually owns the property.
That's not necessarily true.
Sir. Oh man, you must be new. You must be a new officer.
Well, it is time to go. All right.
I said call your supervisor.
I don't have to call my supervisor.
I'm
right now.
requesting a supervisor.
That's fine. But
You're gonna fail to get a
Go ahead and keep
supervisor?
your hands out of your pockets for me.
I don't have to.
Keep your hands out
Am
of your
I
pockets.
legally detained?
You're a trespasser right now.
I'm not. Nobody asked me to leave.
So keep your hands out of your pockets for me. All right.
Keep your hands off your vest. You could have a shank in there.
Okay.
It goes both ways, man.
All right. I told you to keep your hands out of your pockets.
Whoa, dude. What are you doing, man?
414.
What are you doing? I can put my hands in my
Downward
pockets?
resisting. Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Because you're under arrest for
For
trespassing.
what? I'm not trespassing.
I told you to leave several times.
Dude, you told me to get away from Verizon. Look how far I am. I'm not even on their property.
He's just being verbal right now, and
I've requested a supervisor so you don't make a mistake.
you just put your hands behind your back.
Why?
You're being detained.
Dude, you literally told me to get away from Verizon property. I walked all the way off of their
I told you to
property.
Keep your hands out of your pockets.
What law is that? What law is keeping your hands out of your pocket?
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to give you a chance. What law is it that I have to keep my hands out of my pocket?
Put your hands behind your back. You're being detained.
I'm asking for you to call a supervisor, and you're grabbing my wrist super hard.
Okay. I'm telling
Dude,
you. Put your hands behind your back.
Welcome to
You're being
YouTube,
detained.
bud. Welcome
Okay.
to YouTube.
Quit pulling away.
I'm not
And
pulling
put your
away.
Put your hands behind your back. Right
I'm
now.
going to wait for your supervisor. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Put your hands
All right, did
behind
you
your
call
back.
a supervisor?
Put your hands. behind
Did
your
you
back.
call a supervisor?
I will after you put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to wait for a supervisor to get here. I am not resisting. I am waiting for a supervisor to get here.
Okay.
And you're making like my watch go off.
Okay.
Like it's like doing a whole bunch of stuff.
10-9.
Guys, so this officer is gripping me really hard.
By Verizon. Put your hands behind your back.
Is he a
okay?
supervisor?
Put your hands behind your
I'm
back.
asking you questions. Why can't you answer? Is that a supervisor
Put
you're
your hands
talking
behind your
to?
back. Hey.
I'm waiting for a supervisor. I'm not resisting.
Okay. Hey, listen. You're being detained. Put your hands behind your back right now.
You can detain me by just standing here. I don't have to have my hands
Put
behind
your
my
hands
back.
behind your back right now.
Dude, are you serious?
I am serious.
Are you racist, bro?
Huh?
I think you're racist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
Guys, look, he's forcefully putting my hands behind my back.
Put your other hand behind your back.
I have to record, sir.
Put your other hand behind
I
your
am
back.
recording you.
You can keep recording.
I cannot keep recording. I'm waiting for your supervisor, sir.
Put your other hand behind your back. Dude, just put your other hand behind your back. You can keep recording, but you have to put your other
Are
hand
you
behind
putting
your
me in handcuffs?
back. Yes, I am.
Are you a supervisor?
Put your other hand behind your back. Okay.
Are you a supervisor? Okay, could you request one, please? Dude, you're about to break my thumb. Ow.
Put your other hand behind
So
your back.
I'm
okay?
recording over here, just documenting for public interest. He went in Verizon and asked them if they wanted me to. What did you ask?
What?
What'd you ask Verizon?
Put your other hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back.
Dude, I'm not doing anything illegal.
You're just being detained.
Okay, that's fine. So he went into Verizon and solicited a trespass.
Okay. What do you mean by solicited trespass?
He went in there and asked them if they want me to leave. I wasn't even there for Verizon.
Okay, were you on the property?
Like, who owns this whole property here?
Well, it depends on what piece you're talking about.
Exactly. So he told me to get away from Verizon property. I walked down here.
Okay.
And then, so what now? Like, what? Like, what is he doing?
Let me give an FYI to all the new auditors out there. You will be arrested, probably more than once, probably more than twice. And usually it's an unlawful arrest. But no one can unarrest you. Not the supervisor, not the co-worker. Even if it's an unlawful arrest, they will not ever unarrest you. I had my arm pulled out of socket. I was thrown face down into the ground, knocked unconscious for 2 hours, and I was still arrested. That's because they're all in on it together. And when you go to court, the judge isn't on your side, the prosecutor is not on your side, and neither is your defense attorney sometimes. They will look for ways to make you plea out or find a way to convict you. These coworkers know this is an unlawful arrest, but they're going to stand by their lying officer friend. And we got that on tape, which we hardly ever do.
Well, you're being detained.
For what crime? What reasonable articulable suspicion do you
Reasonable
have?
article suspicion is trespassing.
How am I trespassing? Nobody asked me to leave.
He told you to leave.
And I walked away.
And when I told you to keep your hands out of your pockets,
Sir, I
That's
was
the other
pulling,
reason.
I was pushing my
When he
wallet.
told you to keep your hands out of your pocket,
Okay,
keep your hands out of your pocket.
okay, listen. What crime is that, though? What crime is it to have your hand in your pocket?
It's not a crime, but listen to me. You're failing to follow an order.
Sir, it has to be a lawful order.
And it is a lawful order for us to keep your hands out of your pockets.
But what crime? I was literally
It's a
pushing my
lawful
wallet
order.
back in my pocket. My hands weren't like in my pocket. I was
What's your
pushing
name?
my wallet back
What's your
in
name,
my
sir?
pocket.
What's your name, sir?
I don't answer questions.
You
sir.
have to answer and give your name because you are detained and we're investigating a
Did
crime.
you turn off my GoPro?
No, it's still recording.
GoPro's
Okay.
recording, both of our body cams recording. What is your name? What's your name? We are investigating a crime. You
What
are
crime?
I asked you to get off the property.
And I did. I walked over here.
No, you did not.
Dude, where am I at?
You are still on private property.
You have to have a reasonable amount of time to get away. I walked away from Verizon right when you said, get away from Verizon.
So it
I
took
said,
him
okay.
about 5 minutes to get here.
Yeah,
So
and we're
what's
over
your
here.
name? And now you're resisting.
I'm not resisting, sir.
Listen, resisting does not mean you have to be fighting somebody. It means you don't have to be following orders. That is resisting in the state of Kentucky. It's resisting arrest. Arrest doesn't have to be a physical
I
arrest.
thought you just said I was detained.
Up until I got here, you wouldn't put your hands behind your back.
No, I was holding my GoPro and
But you failed to put your hands
Sir,
behind your
my
back.
hand was behind my back and
This
I was
hand
holding
was
my.
not.
I was on my GoPro.
Doesn't matter.
Does not.
Well, he didn't take it and put it on
You
the
don't have
ground.
to take it. You're supposed to drop it.
I'm not gonna drop my expensive GoPro.
When I
Sorry.
tell you to put your hands behind your back, you have to do that.
If I okay, well,
Did you
let's-
call your supervisor?
I did.
Okay. I
Listen,
hope
listen
so.
to me. Listen to me. Okay. I'm gonna explain this in terms that would apply to me. Okay.
Yep.
I like to shoot guns. I own very expensive guns.
Yep.
If an officer tells me to drop it, I have to drop it.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Have you never seen a First Amendment audit before?
I understand. Listen.
Yes, sir.
I understand what you're saying. I get that. But when he tells you to drop it, drop it.
Well, he never told me to drop my GoPro.
Did he tell you to put your hands behind your back?
Yeah, I was trying.
Did you put your
to.
hands behind your back?
Yes, I put this one behind my
Did
back.
you put this hand behind your back?
I didn't want to drop my GoPro.
Did you put this hand behind your back? You're now in the realm of resisting.
I didn't. I never said no. I never
don't have to say no.
I never answered that question.
You don't have to
So
answer.
you just assumed that I didn't put it behind my back.
I was standing here. It was
I
sitting
was
down
waiting
front.
for him to take the GoPro away from me, sir. Wait till your supervisor gets here.
All right. Well.
And you
in the
guys,
meantime-
welcome to YouTube, guys.
In the meantime, we're gonna go to my cruiser.
No, you're not going to leave my property here.
I'll take it with me.
Yeah. See.
So now I have to sit in your cruiser. You guys, massive lawsuit. Good luck, guys.
Okay.
Welcome to YouTube, one of the biggest channels on YouTube. Have fun, guys. You're not going to correct your other officer?
Or
He went inside of Verizon and solicited a trespass. Oh, man. I literally set you guys up and you failed.
I didn't ask if they wanted
Miserably.
to trespass. I asked if they were okay with you being on the property. If
I
they're
wasn't
okay-
on their property. Verizon does not own this property.
Okay.
Answer that. Verizon does not own this property. They lease it.
that means they're in control of it.
No, that is not true.
Who's in control of this camera right now? Is this your camera?
Yes, that's my camera.
Who's in control of the camera?
Like, what do you mean?
Who has possession of the camera? Who's in control of it?
I don't get what you're like asking. Like, you mean like right now?
Yeah, right now. Just for a moment.
Like you're holding my camera.
So he's in control of it.
So what's that mean?
Who's in control of it? Who's in control of your property?
Like me? I'm
You're in control of this.
right now. You're holding it. What are you guys putting me? Oh my God, dude!
You got anything in your pockets I need to know about?
Is your supervisor on the way? Okay. Yeah.
What was your name?
Huh?
What was your name?
Is that all you need? Is my name?
Yeah.
My name's Alec. Wow, and guys, I did not consent to searches and seizures. Just so you know.
414.
You guys fucked up.
What item is there?
All right, guys, he is illegally running my identification. He reached into my searches and seizures, guys. He went inside of Verizon and asked them if they wanted me on the property, which I was standing in the alleyway. I wasn't even in Verizon. Verizon does not own that parking lot. Verizon does not own that whole establishment. He told me to walk away from Verizon. I walked away from Verizon. He then decided to put me in handcuffs. This officer does not know the law, Jay Mueller, and we have T. Riley here, guys. We are in Paducah, Kentucky. Have fun with them, boys.
Go. Yeah, but thank you. All right. That's the cruiser.
What are you taking my stuff for?
Quarter.
What are you taking my stuff for? What are you taking my stuff for?
Well, you're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir, I was not trespassing.
I asked you several times to leave.
Dude,
and you didn't
I
leave
literally
their
walked
property.
down the street. Body cam does not lie. My camera does not lie.
Okay.
I literally walked down the road.
Okay.
Sir, Verizon's not the only property out there. When he told me to leave, when he told me to get away from Verizon, I walked down there.
Walk down to where I was at.
Yeah.
They still have an interest in all that property.
Oh
It's just like being at Walmart.
I never refused. You guys have water? I am literally dehydrated. Do you have a bottle of water?
I do not. Do you, right?
Like,
I've got
seriously,
one.
like
When we get
something,
done,
yeah.
he can get it.
Okay, cool.
When we get done with what we're doing, he can take it.
Facing the
Yeah, you're good.
It won't be cold water, but it'll be.
Like, I just need
It'll-
water.
it'll be
Like,
fine.
my
I
mouth
got
is-
you.
So if he gets done, I'll first you got it.
It's,
You have your other AirPod.
yeah, put
I
them
got
in
you.
those.
Yeah, in that pink case.
case.
Gotcha. All right, go and have a seat for me now.
Can you not close the door though?
Well, you're under arrest. The door will be closed.
Under arrest?
He just told you you're under arrest trespassing.
Not detained?
No, you're
You
under
just
arrest
told
for
you arrest.
trespassing. Yeah.
Sir, I left the property.
Go ahead, have a seat for a second.
Have a seat.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Dude,
Other foot, then go with the water.
I'm not even from here.
Okay.
Okay. You're fucked, dude. Wait till, like, can I speak with your supervisor when they get here?
Yeah.
Good. Can I complete that? Of course.
It's your arrest, whatever you want to do with it.
Is trespassing, is that civil? What is that?
That's just a misdemeanor.
So,
or, sorry,
isn't that a
civi-
citation and a release?
What's that?
Isn't that a citation and a
I'm just
release?
giving you a trespass third. That's just a violation.
So is that's so I wouldn't be going down. That would just be a citation, right?
Yeah. So I'll take you to the jail, and usually for trespassing third, they'll just do what's called an ROR, which is release of your own recognizance.
So what does that mean?
So I've seen guys like you might stay there 8 hours, you might stay there 30 minutes. I don't know.
Well,
Typically, if it's your first offense,
I have work.
listen to me. Typically, if it's your first offense, McCracken County Jail, you're in, they book you, get a photo, out. It's
But
typically the way
could I
it works.
come? Could I meet? My vehicle is here. How would I get back here?
You're the one who decided to trespass.
I didn't trespass, sir. I wasn't even.
From everything I'm hearing, sounds
Have
like
you
you're
heard? Do you know what a solicitation of a trespass is? Just wondering. Do you know?
I know exactly what you're talking
You
about.
can't go in there and ask a property if they want me to leave if I had nothing to do with that property.
If you're standing outside the property,
You can't go in there and ask them if they want me to leave the property. It's called solicitation
I
of a
didn't
trust. You did. You went in there. I literally.
No. I asked if they're okay.
That's
with
culture soliciting a trespass. You can't go in there. They had no idea I was back there. They didn't have a problem. They had all those cameras. They could have came out there and said, "Sir, we don't want you on on our property." I would have said, "Oh, okay. I'll walk down here to this end where it's the other people's property." You went in there and asked them if they want or whatever you asked. You can't do that.
Okay. Do you want some water?
Yes, yes, sir. You can just like pour it. Thank you,
Is that
sir.
good? All right.
How long is the supervisor?
Okay. What did Sandell say he was coming out here?
I asked him.
Okay.
If you want to ask him again.
Is my open?
Uh,
So what you do is just hit the top.
I mean the screen's black, so that does that mean it's off?
Is it flashing red on the
Yes,
top?
it is.
Yeah, so just press that top button
Okay.
and then hold the side.
Remember, we're still
And then
waiting
hold
for the
side.
supervisor.
There's this button on the side. on the
It's not
side.
flashing red anymore.
No, but like turning the GoPro off. Like on the side.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it. Alright, there you go. sir.
Okay, I got you. I'll check the map and see if he's driving over here, but
So
Watch and listen carefully. These guys know exactly what they did. They know this is an unlawful arrest.
He clearly said I set y'all up. So he's trying to.
I know. Like he was out here with a GoPro pointing at the bank on Verizon's property, and
So who was the caller?
it was the bank. So I just went to Verizon and said, "Hey, are y'all good with him being on your property?" And they're like, "Absolutely not."
Okay. They had to run in with him earlier today?
Not that I know of. Oh, okay. Supervisor's pulling up right now. What's up? We'll open the door, yeah.
I wasn't resisting to put his hand behind his back.
Right.
I was like, that's
Yeah, like he started like tensing up. I was like, alright, I'll just wait till you get here.
I saw your car and I'm like, I think he sounded like he was
Yeah.
outside.
Like he was just like tensing up and not putting his hands behind his back. So I was like, alright, he's not like
He's not fighting
he's
you,
not
but
fighting me.
he's
but
just
so,
playing the game.
So I'll just wait.
He's not. He's resisting as an aspect that he's not doing what you're telling him to. He's not going to fight.
Yeah.
You have to use force or I will charge you. It's up to you. You didn't have to use force or anything.
No, I'm not charged. I'm just resisting. Alright, so bank called.
Where's he at?
He's in the back. He's under arrest.
Oh,
Yeah. So
sorry.
bank called, said that he was going in and out of their property, found him on Verizon's property. He said he was just recording for a job. So went to Verizon and said, hey, y'all good with him being here recording? And they said, absolutely not. Like, he needs to leave. So I could go there, tell him. And he starts saying, I'm soliciting a trespass. And so I tell him several.
Soliciting a trespass?
Yes.
What does
So-
it mean? Okay, nice.
So tell him to leave several times. He starts walking like he's still on their parking lot, and then so
What's he under arrest for?
trespassing. I'm just doing trespassing.
Because he wouldn't leave the.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he put his hands in his pocket several times and wouldn't listen. So
Okay.
Yep.
What's he want from me? Or
just wanted to talk to the supervisor. All right, this is Sergeant Santel.
what's up, buddy?
how you doing? First Amendment order.
Yeah.
You guys failed.
Okay. What do you need from me?
So he got a call from the bank about what was
Yeah,
the
I'm
call?
familiar. The bank didn't want you there.
Yeah, I wasn't on the bank property at all.
Okay.
I was recording from outside of the bank.
They still own this lot.
No, I wasn't on this property.
Okay, so where were you at?
Over there.
In
behind-
Verizon?
Yeah, behind that, in that
Okay.
alleyway.
On the Verizon property?
Like, it's not Verizon's property. It's all.
How do you know?
Verizon doesn't own that whole thing.
They don't own this parking lot?
No, not the whole thing.
How do you know?
It's owned by a man. Wait,
A man?
Is Verizon the only thing there? Is Verizon the only thing in that complex?
I don't know. I'd have to walk over there, but so you're telling me you're standing on that side of the concrete?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
What
in
do
the
you need
bank
from
property.
me? I guess.
I'm asking why I am. He said trespassing. He went inside of Verizon and asked them if. What'd you ask?
I asked if they were okay with you being here
Yeah,
recording.
you can't do that.
Okay.
can't-
So is this the only reason you're
I'm
wanting to
trying to
argue your
fi-
charge? Is that what you're asking?
My charge.
Because you're charged with trespassing. Is that not
How
reason
am
you
I
leave?
trespassing if I was never asked to leave
Okay,
by
this is what court is for.
No, no, I'm asking
All right, that's
you
what court's for.
Alright. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just argue a charge, that's what we do in court.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please go over to Central Tyrant Investigations and subscribe to his channel. And plus, become a channel member with me. My memberships are $2.99, and what they do is they really help me stay on the road. Please be careful out there. Thanks for watching.